Erik ten Hag is ready to make Sir Alex Ferguson proud by winning a trophy for Manchester United today. Welcome to United Matters channel. How are you guys and where you watching us from? Rokan David is my name. Today it's all about Erik ten Hag talking about the Carabao Cup finale, making Sir Alex Ferguson proud. Any plan to meet again with Sir Alex Ferguson? Loads of things are really running around Manchester United as far as the Wembley side is concerned. He's also gonna head to hint on his first time managing a game in the stadium of Wembley, calling it a theatre. So he's really excited to see to it that he leads United to its first ever title since 2017. Rokan David is my name. Smash the like button, comment, and share. Now it's a Sunday. We know that it's Wembley. It's Wembley, and it's Manchester United, and you're going to Wembley, and it's such a honor for God to have granted us life to really witness such greatness of a man. And I think he's led by the Holy Spirit. He's really brilliant. He's really brilliant, and that is Erik ten Hag, and he is the main man behind everything happening at Manchester United. Now today, Erik ten Hag conducted an interview that was laid out today by the Manchester TV and obviously Melissa Reddy of Sky Sports, and this is what he had to say: that Sir Alex Ferguson left a legacy at Manchester United. Sir Alex Ferguson left a legacy that Manchester United is synonymous with winning and winning culture. He's a great example to us all. We hope to make him proud on Sunday, that is today. Now, Ten Hag is really committed. He's really ready to go ahead and really replicate the legacy of Sir Alex Ferguson. And if at all you are to really base on what he has done in the first 7 months at Old Trafford, you're 100% aligned with him. You know that what he's doing is really great, and he's taking back to those great days. The way these players no longer down tools anymore, the way they go all out and put their bodies on the line to fight for the shirt, just shows you how much he's ready to see to it that these players don't down tools. And if I told you down tools, you are dropped. Bruno Fernandes, towards the game of Barcelona, while talking to Rio Ferdinand on BT Sport, he came out and confirmed to us that Erik ten Hag dropped players like Maguire, Sancho, Rashford, and Ronaldo because of downing tools and not going to the principles of his philosophy. That's it. That is Erik ten Hag for you. So it shows you how high he has set the standards at Manchester United to be a player, and your commitments, things you're supposed to meet on the field of play. If at all you don't meet them, he takes you off the field of play. Garnacho has always been a culprit of this, because I've seen him not return several occasions after halftime, because he is always given a chance by the manager to go all out and do the needful, but he really draws it down in the bin, and obviously the manager says, come off my pitch because you are nowhere near good enough today. But every time he comes up and really does the expected, the manager really keeps him on the field of play and continue to really do the needful for the player known as Garnacho. So it shows you how much has gone ahead to raise the standards, and these are things we are really calling for. After Ralph Ragnick came in through and called for an open heart surgery at Manchester United, get in 7 players, and then rebuild the spirit of this team. Players that can really play the modern game of football, who can match the intensity of the requirements of the modern game of football. And exactly that's what Ten Hag has really gone ahead to do, because in the summer he brought 5 players. In the January transfer window, he brought 3. In the summer, he's going to bring like 4 or 5, meaning that in a space of 1 year, Erik ten Hag would have gone ahead to sign close to 12 players at Manchester United, reflecting exactly what Ralph Ragnick really told the board of United, and he spoke it out loud to the media, that the players we are having by then could not match the standards. That's why you see to it that those ones that are really performing at those high levels, it's just a confirmation that they are the only few that we are really up to the standards. Luke Shaw. Varane, David De Gea, Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford. We had like 6-7 players. We are really up to the standards that he was hitting about, and that is Ralf Rangnick. So he is ready to make Sir Alex Ferguson proud by winning a trophy today, because Sir Alex Ferguson's legacy was all about winning trophies, and obviously here we go with the Ten Hag army at Wembley to win this trophy and make Sir Alex Ferguson proud. Talking to Melissa Reid of Sky Sports, he was asked another dinner with Sir Alex Ferguson before the final. He said, unfortunately, we don't have time for that. So remember, they had a dinner on Tuesday, I think this week, on Tuesday. Now, after having a dinner, they had a dinner when they were going to play, I think, on Thursday against Barcelona. And now she was asking whether she had another dinner with Sir Alex Ferguson. Then he said, we don't have time for that, because it's not going to be dinner times all the time, because he believes that he should only meet Sir Alex Ferguson on purpose. You get? When it's necessary. It's not that every time we should be meeting Sir Alex Ferguson. That's it. So as it stands, just get to know that Ten Hag is here and his army to make this side proud, especially Sir Alex Ferguson and United getting it back to the winning ways. Now, on Wembley, where he's going to play the game of football today, I said, I've seen so many games on TV, but I've never been there, never had the pleasure of being there. So Sunday is the first time, and I'm really looking forward to it. Now, obviously, Erik ten Hag has never played in Wembley, because in the Champions League, no team has ever used that Wembley side, unless otherwise he would have made it to the final. And that's the only way he would have gone ahead to play at Wembley. I think he watched the Euros final of 2021 when England was tussling it out with Italy, because that was a must-watch for everyone who really loves the beautiful game of football. But he says he's looking forward to really managing his first game at Wembley and lifting that trophy for Manchester United. That is Erik ten Hag. Then he said, it's a great moment for me to go to Wembley. It's a theater to play a match, to play at the final. It's really exciting to go there. And of course, if you go ahead, you want to win. So Ten Hag is just focused on only one thing: winning. Remember, after knocking out every team from the Carabao Cup, he was always asked, how is this win? He says, this win won't make any meaning, not until I've gone ahead to get what we call the trophy. So it's all about the trophy, and the most important thing is all about the trophy. And if at all he doesn't get the trophy, then it will become meaningless. That's what Erik ten Hag is really saying, and he's really right, because even if you knock out every team and reach the final and you lose, it doesn't make sense, because in 2019, he knocked out Bayern Munich, he knocked out Real Madrid, he knocked out Juventus, and guess what? He was knocked out by Spurs. So I think he learned a lesson by then that what makes sense is you winning the trophy. If you don't win the trophy, all the games you've played don't matter. What matters is the trophy. When you win the trophy, then all the games you've played that led you to the trophy will matter. But if you don't win it, they will go down in vain and they'll never be remembered. They'll never be remembered. The only way those games will be remembered is when you go all out and win the trophy. And that's what Ten Hag is all about. His main eye is on winning the trophy and lifting it and bringing it to Manchester. Ten Hag again. He said another big opponent comes our way, and we have to find a way to win. But it's not easy. It's not going to be easy. We have to get our all. Even 100% is not enough. We have to do more physically, but also collectively. So he's like telling us a little bit of what he told his players before the game, that even 100% is not enough. We should offer 150%. We have to do more physically and collectively, because Newcastle is a physical team. Joelinton tried to bring the energy. Bruno Guimaraes is in that midfield, but I believe our intensity will see us go through or go past a side known as Newcastle, and that is the manager, and those are his pretty much orders that's gonna have to give to the players of Manchester United. Then he said, on Newcastle, they're tough opponents, they are very hard to beat, and that's a big compliment for them. But we have to find a way to beat them no matter what. It's going to be a big match between two very good teams. So I think Eddie Howe does not have players like Xavi had at his exposure. But Ten Hag went away and exposed Xavi. He came to Old Trafford and showed him that I'm a good manager. Now, if Ten Hag can outthink Xavi, why not this guy, Eddie Howe? I see it as something that Ten Hag is just trying to pay respect and give this finale the vibe it deserves. But he knows that with the team he's having, Newcastle cannot come nowhere near him. He's just trying to give them respect as a team that he has met in the final, because he knows that the game of football is all about respect, and he's doing that. But I don't believe that he's having sleepless nights because he's going to be playing Newcastle. I don't think so. I think he's just composed, he's just calm, because he knows how to beat them. They came to Old Trafford. We never had some of our good players, but obviously we never beat them, but we had the best chances to beat them. So I think it's just a sign of respect from Erik Ten Hag, but I'll be shocked if at all Newcastle take this trophy. I'm not saying they cannot beat us. They can beat us, but I think I'm going to be shocked if at all that happens. Then Erik Ten Hag is saying after the Carabao Cup final, we'll look further on and what it means. Either two things. We won it, and that's good, and that can have an impact. But if we don't win it, you have to carry on, you have to carry on the process of really coming in through to do the needful and look for other titles. So Ten Hag, that's what he had to say about everything about the Carabao Cup finale. So feel free to let me know what you think about Erik Ten Hag ready to make Sir Alex Ferguson happy or proud. Do you think Ten Hag is making Sir Alex Ferguson proud today? All that into the comment section below. First video of the day, we are returning with the March Day Live Carabao Cup finale down in Wembley, telling you the confirmed team news and so on and so forth. Rock and David remains my name. I sign out for now. See you later. May the Lord bless you abundantly. Bye bye for now, guys. See you when you see me.